Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your boy Malvo, and in today's GTA 5 video, we are going to be going through and discussing my entire broke to rich money guide. So guys, go ahead and sit back, relax, grab your favorite beverage, maybe some popcorn, and enjoy today's video because this is going to be a long one. I know you're Alright guys, so getting started in the big open world of GTA Online, the very first thing that you guys will want to do is make your way over to the Diamond Casino and Resorts. Now once you guys get here, you want to make your way over to this lady right here, and you want to request your visitor bonus chips. That will be 1,000 chips, and you guys can come back every single day to get another 1,000 chips. Now chips are the casino's form of currency, so they can be turned in for cash. Next, we are going to come over here to the lucky wheel and just give it a spin. Now if you guys are on PS4 or Xbox One and it does land on something that you do not want, there is actually a trick to get another free spin, and to do this all you will need to do is immediately close your application or just disconnect from your internet as soon as it lands on something that you do not want. Then come back into a new lobby and boom, you will be able to spin the lucky wheel once more. Very important tip right there, guys. Make sure that you do go on to remember that one. But today we are going to be focusing on making a lot of money very quickly. So now what we want to do is leave the casino because we are now done with it for today. Now we just want to make our way down to the airport. Now once you have arrived at the airport, you want to come over here and come up to the flight school. Now if you guys do not already know, if you complete these lessons, you can easily make up to $200,000 just off of the flight school missions. So after you have completed flight school, you should now have over $200,000. Now we are going to move on to missions and survival game modes. Now I am going to go ahead and leave a Reddit link down in the description below this video for you guys to go ahead and check out. It is going to showcase the best missions to spend your time playing, how much money and RP you will receive for each and every mission depending on how long you spend in the mission. So that will definitely be very useful for you guys. I use it myself all the time personally, just to see how much I will be paid out before I even spend my time playing any mission in Grand Theft Auto 5 online. Definitely use that to your advantage, guys, and like I said, it will be linked down in the description below. Moving on to survival missions. Now survival missions are awesome, especially if you are a new player. Because you are at such a low level, you barely have any good missions unlocked, and since you are brand new, you barely have any money. Luckily for you guys, I have a modded survival game mode that is actually pretty easy, and you guys can bookmark it to your account. All you have to do is click on the link down in the description below. There will be one for PS4, one for Xbox One, and there will also be a link for PC. And if you guys click on your preferred console link, it will bring you on over to Rockstar Social Club website. From there, you will need to verify your age. Just say that you're like 57 or something, and then you can sign into your GTA 5 online account and bookmark the job to your console. But as you guys can see, this is what the PS4 modded job will look like. The Xbox One and PC modded jobs do look a little bit different, but they are basically the same concept. There is going to be a bunch of NPCs and they are locked inside of this cage. So all we have to do is sit right here outside of the fence and just pick off all of the enemies as they come by. Now you will receive 10 RP for every NPC that you eliminate. And just as a heads up, your RP will stop showing up after a few waves, but trust me, you are still receiving your 10 RP for every single kill that you get. It will just stop popping up on screen due to some sort of glitch in this modded game mode. But as you guys can see, it is super easy and it's actually really fun to do. The enemies only have melee weapons, so they cannot attack you unless you hop inside of the cage, which I definitely do not recommend doing if you do not have any good weapons. There is a total of 20 waves in this game mode, and as you guys can see, the spawn is modded. The enemies keep spawning in pretty quickly and in the same exact spot. So if you have any really good explosive weapons like an RPG or maybe something like a death machine, you can just spam it at the enemies, instantly killing them, and you can just fly through these waves super quickly. But anyways, moving on to the next step. So now that we have gotten our visitor bonus from the Diamond Casino and Resorts, we have spun the lucky wheel, we completed flight school, and now we have done some missions and a few survival game modes. You guys should now be sitting at around $300,000 to $400,000, alright? Not too bad, we are off to a pretty good start. Now what we want to do is become a VIP from the interaction menu. And to do this, all you will need is at least $50,000 in your bank account. Do not worry, we won't actually be spending this money. You just need to have it in your account to register as a VIP. Or if you own an office, you will already have unlimited VIP access and you do not need any money at all in your account. But once we have registered as a VIP from the interaction menu, what we are going to be doing is taking full advantage of these VIP missions. Now, the two missions that I recommend you guys playing is Headhunter and Sightseer. Once you start up Headhunter, there is going to be a total of 4 targets that you have to go and eliminate. That's it. The locations are random, so every time you do this mission, it will more than likely be different. Sometimes the target is in a car, or sometimes he will just be walking down the street. Sightseer, on the other hand, is even simpler. In fact, there is no contact whatsoever. All you have to do is load up and complete a simple mini game on your phone, which will reveal a location on your map. Just go and grab the packages and the mission is complete. It's as easy as that. Both of these missions pay between $21,000 and $25,000 depending on how fast you do them, but both can often be completed in 5 minutes or less. In my personal opinion, this is going to be your best option at these beginning stages in the game. Now, while you guys can do everything previously mentioned in this video without having to spend any money at all, here are a few things that you can purchase to make your life a bit easier. First off, I recommend investing in an apartment. This will give you a garage and a spawn point. And since we are not really too concerned with doing heists, as this is a solo guide, any apartment will do. That means you don't necessarily need to get a high-end apartment, but doing so will give you a bigger garage than all of the rest. You may also want to get yourself a vehicle or two, and if you are looking to save some money, I recommend getting yourself an LG R8H. It is completely free as long as you have an active social club account linked to your GTA Online account. It will definitely come in handy at the beginning stages in Grand Theft Auto Online, and you can also go on to sell it later on if you're not too big of a fan of the vehicle itself. It will definitely come in handy at the beginning stages in Grand Theft Auto Online, and you can also go on to sell it later on if you're not a big fan of the vehicle itself. Otherwise, I highly recommend investing in an armored vehicle as it will help tremendously in protecting you during missions of any kind, especially VIP missions. The Duke of Death is a free armored vehicle for any returning GTA players, so I definitely recommend going and checking that out. So you got yourself an apartment and you are now a CEO. Congratulations. Our next goal is to get a vehicle warehouse. Now I recommend buying the cheapest one, which is going to be the La Mesa vehicle warehouse, which does cost about $1.5 million. Now, I do not actually have anything new for you guys to do at this point, but if you just grind out all of the previous methods that we just discussed, you should definitely have enough for the vehicle warehouse in no time. So now that we have our vehicle warehouse, it is time to start importing vehicles. So you want to come to your office and request a vehicle to import. Once you have arrived, you just want to steal the vehicle and deliver it to the warehouse. You will want to do this a few times till you have a few top range vehicles to export. Now, if you guys do not already know, there is actually a really good method to where you will only import top range vehicles, which is exactly what we want. And in order to only import top range vehicles, you will need to have your warehouse filled with 10 standard range vehicles and 10 mid-range vehicles. That way you will have no more room for standard or mid-range vehicles. Therefore, you will only source top range vehicles. So you just want to keep every other vehicle that you import, you only want to export your top range vehicles, which when you sell you will receive $100,000 if you do not deal any damage to the vehicle while importing and exporting. Now, the vehicle warehouse is personally one of my favorite ways to farm money in Grand Theft Auto Online, just because of how easy and fast it is. You can very quickly import a top range vehicle in just under 3 minutes. Then you can immediately go on to sell that top range vehicle for $100,000. So if you are a good driver, I highly recommend taking advantage of the vehicle import export business. I have personally made over $17 million just off of this one business alone. Moving on, we have the drug businesses. Now off top, I'm just gonna come out and say it. The cocaine lockup is by far one of the best and most profitable drug business to run. You can steal supplies or you can just straight up buy them to begin production. Then from there, it's just a simple resupply and sell type of business. You resupply, wait around for your workers to make the product, and then after a while, production will be done, and then you can go on to sell all of your product for a huge profit. And if you sell your product in a populated lobby, you can actually make, I believe it's a 2% bonus from each and every player that is in the lobby when you make the sell. So if you are in a full lobby with 29 other players, you will be receiving a 2% increase on your total payout from each and every player. So you guys can definitely make some huge scores selling in populated lobbies. But that is going to about wrap it up for today's video, guys. That is my broke to rich money guide for solo players. I hope you guys went on to enjoy this one and found it useful. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But it has been your boy Malvo, and until the next one, I'm signing out.